All right. And it looks to me like we are live. Good news, because I told my stuff to go live, and if it wasn't, that would be cause for concern. All right. Okay, good. Got the chat up. Got everything ready to roll. Welcome, everybody. I am back. We are here on twitch.tv/PerryVonVicious. And I'm designing a special version of my Perry Von Vicious action figure. For those who may not have seen it before, the one I have is currently covered with a bunch of stuff that people have gifted me, friendship bracelets and such from fans. So I have to take everything off them. But this is essentially the figure in its prototype phase from before I had them all finished up and ready to paint. It's just a cool little Hasbro-style action figure of me, and today we're making a special custom one for the Blitzkrieg Luau. Encrypted Cryptid, welcome in, first in the chat.
Welcome, my friends.
I will be excited tonight to see if anyone decides to pop the brand new, kind of expensive 1000-bit alert. It's a special one meant to tease me going into Saturday's all-day stream, in which I've promised to do some outrageous stuff. So I'm looking forward to the chaos and the fun and all the hanging out all day Saturday, kicking things off at 9 a.m. and going till 11 p.m. It's going to be a long day here on the stream, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. All right. I've had a sip of iced coffee. I'm ready to start working here. I know I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've planned some fun and exciting stuff, but also some like weird stuff. And then like there's some chill stuff. There's some stuff that's like going to be kind of like hyperactive. Like I'm going to be all over the place on that stream, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. All right. So we are back in Blender, and these are the legs previously designed for my figure that I just showed. Now, what I want to do, this is the Blitzkrieg Luau coming up. And what I'd like to do is make some alterations. You know, you can see the seam line of the trunks really clearly. That came out really nice. What I'd like to do is kind of get rid of that. And I want to sort of make a new line about here. And then we're going to add a waistband so that instead of wearing trunks, I'm wearing like swim gear, like board shorts, like swim trunks. This is one of the parts I have to alter. I also have to alter the, hey, in lurk work mode. Hey, welcome, Johnny Torres. Wait.
Welcome, my friend.
There it is. And so I need to put board shorts on the legs, and then the head and torso wound up being a single sculpt. And I'm not going to change too much because it's really good. Like it came out really good. But I am going to sculpt on some sunglasses. I want it to be like basically Perry's day at the beach. And our good friend Nikki is planning to sew up some little Hawaiian shirts for this figure. And there's only going to be a very small number. I think we're making fewer than 10. And of those 10, I think like even fewer than that are actually being sold. I'm willing to accept pre-orders from folks who come to the streams, but otherwise it is a Luau exclusive. All right, so the first thing we got to do is we got to try to smooth that out and be rid of these lines so that this all becomes sort of one leg again. I'm debating if I want to try to lose the knee pads. I'm keeping the boots, so like losing the knee pads feels weird. I think we can just make the board shorts line kind of high. We can put it up higher than we might normally.
Not higher, eye level.
I am very excited for when the time comes where I start begging for bits and for subs because I have a brand new sound on my soundboard.
Money, please.
I'm pretty pleased with that one. All right. Let's jump in and start getting a little bit of work done here. So I'm going to come up here and looking at the strength and the radius, I'm just going to start smoothing this out and see what it does. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, this is going to work so well. Oh, I'm very happy. Okay. Those who watched some of my previous work recently, doing some work on the minifigures, will know that depending on how a piece is subdivided and how it's set up, it can be really tough to get a nice clean change like what I just did there. And we are going to come back. So we're just doing this first pass to get rid of that really noticeable crease. And then we will come back with the same brush tool, a little bit bigger, so that we can more broadly smooth the area out so that you don't ever notice that there was once a seam there. Yeah, that looks good. Look at that, already a huge improvement. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring our radius up a bit. And here I'm just hitting some very light taps. Every time you see that red circle disappear, that's just a little tap happening. Yeah, that looks really nice. That worked really well. Yeah, it's incredible when the early piece you're working from is high quality, the difference that it makes. Okay, I don't mind these creases. Those creases look like board shorts. The butt crack crease can be a little bit less visible, I think, because in board shorts you don't really get that same effect. All right, feel good with that. We're off to a really strong start. Boy, I thought this would be pretty complicated and would take a long time. So 9 minutes in and already I've removed the trunks and I'm feeling good about that. All right. So I know one of the last tools I was using in here was Blob. May need to make our radius a little smaller, but I mean, I'm going to try a few different things to sort of give our edge of the shorts, and then I may need to thicken some other areas up to give the illusion of the shorts. There's going to be this is going to be a bit of trial and error because I don't do a ton of sort of higher up work like this on the sculpts. I try to keep the changes I make pretty limited, because I find the more I muck around in the design and the more I kind of alter things, the less it ends up looking how I want. But you know, art is difficult. Bob Ross knows.
I can't draw a straight line. I don't have the talent.
I don't have the talent. There's a seam here that kind of runs down the legs from this whole piece originated as a scan from another piece, I believe. And so what I want to do is leave that, because that reads as like material, that reads as fabric, and that's good. That helps me. All right, so we have this set to blob. I'm going to bring our radius down like a bunch, and I'm just going to see what happens. Okay, so a little extreme for me. Let's see what happens if we come in a bit. Okay, now that might work. But just in case, I'm going to try this. I'm going to go to our clay strips. As I have in the past, yeah, you see this edge that it's creating? That's kind of what we're after. So we had it set at a 0.6. I'm going to bring it like up to about a 0.9. See what it does there. Because we want this to be kind of extreme. Like the people got to really tell I'm wearing some thick shorts. You know what I mean? Yeah, that might work. That's looking pretty good. We need that edge to be like really noticeable, really solid. Adam NXX7, welcome in, my friend.
Welcome, my friends.
Redeeming a hydrate. Probably not a bad idea. Not a bad, it's not, you know, rarely is someone overhydrated. You don't hear about that much, and for good reason. Okay. Take a few passes here, make this nice and thick. Yeah, that is looking pretty good. Then we just want to connect the two. We're going to come back over and kind of smooth everything out. Yeah, I feel good about that. So now I kind of feel like I want to come back in and do like another pass right above like this, and then we'll smooth it out after that, because we need this to stick out some, you know. I'm doing this all on one leg first, as like basically as a test to see how it behaves. Because if this does what I want and doesn't end up looking weird, then that's how we'll do it. All right, we're off to a strong start there. Now we've got our smooth tool back again, and I'm just gonna see what happens if I kind of make some passes here. This is pretty promising. This is looking, it's reading as shorts. That's what I wanted. Wow. Is this really going to be that quick of a solution? Okay, there's some bumps and stuff here that I'm not loving, and that's from when we thickened it up. So may have to come back in and sort that a little, but right now the smoothing seems to be doing some of that for me. I also know, like, you know, 1 or 2 passes is not enough to make judgment on how it's working. This is actually pretty promising. I know that this original piece, I did a fair bit of subdividing, and that is a big key in keeping what you're working on from having like unwanted hard edges and unwanted like weird little, wow, that's not bad. I can thicken some of these other parts up a little bit too, using the same technique, I think. All right, that is promising. Like I suppose I would prefer the board shorts be lower, but I also know that like smoothing this down so that it looks just like knees would be pretty difficult. And frankly, I'm wearing wrestling boots, and the boots look better with knee pads. Like, right? I mean, boots without knee pads with like long shorts is going to look really strange. I kind of think this might be the look. We're just going to add a bunch of material in here to kind of, you know, solidify that this is shorts. Like from this angle, great shorts. From here, we need some more material in here, I think. Let's hop back to those clay strips. I like it. I don't mind it being a little thick and strange, right? Like we're going to smooth it back down. So yeah, let's try about like that and then see what the smoothing does for us. Yeah, some of this will need some adjusting. It's okay. This is really promising. I think all the work I was doing with those the minifigures really prepped me for what this is. So I think what I want to do is I want to push this in a little bit. Reed Cooper, welcome in. Oh, had to lower me way down. I don't think I'm that loud. I don't know. I mean, I've been told in the past I'm too quiet. Welcome, my friend.
Welcome, my friend.
All right, let's get the grab tool, and I want a great big radius on this. We're gonna rotate it a little bit, get it about there, and just push that in. Yeah, this one too. This one too. And then right here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Okay, sounds okay. Okay. All right, just making sure. Maybe Reed Cooper just has a really, really great sound system set up. No, so Reed Cooper, I'm kind of booked Saturday. I'm booked to be right here all day streaming here on my Twitch channel. Yeah, no, Saturday is one of the weekends where I don't have any shows, which is convenient because if I did, I would not be able to do the stream. I meant to. Yes. The big stream is Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're all going to have a blast. Big New England thing. There's a big New England thing. What big New England? Oh, that god awful thing. Yeah, no, that. Sorry, I don't want to knock on anything going on, but yeah, that looks. I wouldn't be booked at that anyway. I don't work for those people. It's a whole thing. I mean, to me, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I don't work for. I don't work for the Worcester Company. They couldn't afford me anyway. No Limitless, no Blitzkrieg, no Grind. In fact, there's only one New England company on that show, and it's Beyond or Wrestling Open. It's the same company. But that is the only company from New England on that show. There's the remnants of CZW, whatever they are these days. They're on the show. And that's it. Yeah, no, Limitless didn't do the last Restival either, and neither did Blitz the last time there was a Restival, and Grind did skipped the last two. No, a lot of companies out this way don't much care to work with the Worcester Company these days. They've done some things that have made people really feel turned off to them. Again, I don't need to bury them. They're not my concern. I don't work there. So I don't want to. Yeah. Who the hell's Rick? I don't know who Rick is. Perry's demand. He wins every title on the show, gets paid more than everyone else, and he gets at least 3 Twinkie Wiener sandwiches. Ricky. Who's Ricky? Oh, right. RSP. Boy, there's a guy who's not done himself any wonders lately. Look, I'm not here to bury people I don't know that well. I don't know Ricky Shane Page that well. But yeah, his involvement with that cruel mess in Chicago has not done his reputation any wonders. So, but yeah, none of my business. I don't work there, and I also won't work there and don't collaborate with them. I'll bury anyone and everyone without burying anyone, because wrestling is fake. Bloopy, La Bloopa in the house. Welcome back, Bloopy.
Welcome, my friends.
I know you've been away. You've been on a surfing trip, as I understand it. That's how it was described to me, and it sounds like a great time. I saw some posts online. It sounded like you had a great time. Cancer camp is another way it could be described based on the posts I saw. All right. Yeah, this is working pretty good. I'm feeling pretty okay about how this is coming together. Yeah. We're going to have Perry in board shorts in no time. Yes. So, Reed Cooper, the way I like to do it, and there's a lot of different ways to do this. But what I found works for me, honestly, it's just a combination of a few tools. I can kind of show you the different ones that I really like very quickly. As thankfully the edit undo works really well here. So there is a tool called Clay Strips. You see me hovering over it on the side there. And when I use that, it literally looks like I'm laying strips of clay in. And we get that sort of thing. And it gives me a nice hard edge. That's what I use to get the edge there. And then I'll go back and I'll smooth the top part with literally a tool just called Smooth. And it kind of helps it to disappear, but it keeps the bulk. It keeps the size. And you can see how I can just leave the hard edge if I want. I'm gonna lose those. I don't need those weird bits there. Let's see. Oh, it was amazing. Weird day today or weird day at cancer camp. Give you a hard edge. Nika Beans, welcome in.
Welcome, my friends.
What, Bloopy? You've been oh, today. Okay. Well, Bloopy, you've been gone a while. We've had new bit alerts. We've had all kinds of crazy stuff. We announced the all-day stream for this Saturday, which I do not have the graphic up and ready to go. Hang on. See, I can pull it up. But yeah, we got the all-day stream on Saturday where we're gonna have that whole the discount on the gift subs will be back again. I know that's a big way that I hit that sub goal, which is always nice. All right, here we go. I'm finding the schedule. There it is. Big day on Saturday. Hey, I'll be happy to see you every single time you pop in. But yeah, gonna be an exciting time. We got the secret kickoff. I decided to start an hour early at 9 instead of 10. Don't tell anybody. We were watching cartoons. We're playing monster trucks. We got other watch-alongs that are top secret. We got toy making. We got wrestling video games. We got monster truck watch-along. That's how some people found me for the first time. Donald Duck Quackshot at 6 p.m. is going to be my first ever speed run. I am speed running the first video game that my brother and I ever owned. I'm going to do it. I'm going to beat it. I swear. 7 p.m. we got another watch along. 8 p.m. I'm going to be exploring Disney with Joey Nails on the line. And then at 9:30, we're closing out with an hour and a half of karaoke. Nika Bean says, I'm working 11 to 7 Saturday, and I'm really hoping there's no customers that I spend the day building frames out back. Hey, I mean, even only working 11 to 7, you get to be there for a whole bunch of the stream. Yeah, Joey Nails will be in the house. It's going to be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been doing a lot of back-end work that no one's seen, getting things ready. Yeah, well, that's it. That's just it. Reed Cooper. I wrote a lot of the things on there a little bit vague because I want it to sort of be a surprise as to what we're doing. And I do think we're going to end up doing more all-day streams in the future. All right, so to hop back in. So I showed the clay strips tool and the smooth tool. Disney vlogging is my jam, Reed Cooper. If you haven't seen my vlogs, I have a number of vlogs where I go to the Disney parks, both on the East and West Coast. And I highly recommend them because those parks mean a great deal to me. I was married in Disneyland in California. All right, so the other tools that I like to use, you'll see like the detail down here on the boots, where I've done the laces really, like I really tried to accentuate them for the 3D printing process. For that, I just use this thing called Blob. And if I make the radius really itty bitty, it lets me sort of draw these lines. And that's super useful. I also I like the grabber tool. It's just called grab, because I can do things like this. If I make the radius a bit bigger, I can come in and grab, and I can pull and extend parts like that. And then if I make the radius really itty bitty, I can pull little sections out and do things like that. So that's a pretty good one. And then I also do like, is it the draw or is it? Yeah, I think it's just the draw, where I can sort of like, no, that's not the one. Where's crease? Crease. There it is. Yeah, if I do the crease, I can like carve into the piece. That's a very slight version of it. If I bring that strength way the heck up, I can like put a big like dent in there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And Blender is a free app. Like it's shareware, so pretty advanced. Yeah, definitely check out the vlogs and definitely check out that segment on Saturday. That'll be at 8 p.m. That's going to be really cool. Let's see. Okay, so who usually watch. My regulars are Tracker, TDR Explorer, Ordinary Adventures, and Park Pass. My wife and I are obsessed with Ordinary Adventures. Absolutely adore their channel. Peter and Ketra rule. We have their magnet on the fridge. TDR Explorer is a really good one. Obviously, like it's not the same sort of content, but I love Defunct Land. I mean, everybody kind of does now. Like the secret's out about Defunct Land. I also really like Rocco from Mega 64 on his personal YouTube channel has a show called Creepy Old Crypt, where he and Kevin, the merch guy from Mega 64, go to the parks and then they just stand in one spot and they dive into like a deep dive about something in the parks. It's really fun and like a nice like relaxing watch. All right, we gotta get on with this other side of the board shorts here. This collab with Nika Beans, who will be making the Hawaiian shirts. And I will say, let's see. I mean, I watch a few others too. Oh yeah, absolutely. I also obviously I used to like Adam the Woo a lot. You know, R.I.P. Really, it was pretty bummed when he passed on. Working on templates, hell yeah, Nika Beans, let's go. I'm waiting to see if Joey Nails rolls in, because Joey Nails has been waiting to see his figure, and you guys, it's here. The Joey Nails minifig is finished and ready to be shown. He hasn't seen it yet. He's got to come in and he's got to tell me to show a toy. But yeah, so the minifigs all came out great. Super pleased with those. Yeah, oh, the green is slick. It looks really good. The one thing, he's asked me for a picture of it with my minifigures, and all of them are currently inside the vending machine, and I haven't pulled any out to take a picture. So I need to do that sometime. So if he rolls in and he tells us to show a toy, we'll do it. But also if he rolls in, he knows that there's a brand new bid alert tonight meant to hype up for Saturday, meant to tease me about something I have to do on Saturday during the stream. But it is priced at 1,000 bits. So I've made it expensive so that people don't just tease me all stream. But at 1,000 bits, there is a brand new bit alert that is meant to torment me about something I know I have to do for Saturday. Oh hell yeah, I love that the kiddo liked the minifigs. Yes. If anything is left over from the vending machine, you're gonna put them online. So you can absolutely buy them online. Hit me with a DM. I will get you a very, very good price with shipping. You can ask Adam NX67. He's bought a number of my items, and I don't just give a very fair price. I also tend to throw in a whole bunch of free crap into the box. Like I go out of my way to make it worth it. Speaking of, we're on day 6 of the mystery box. For those who don't recall, the mystery box gets one more item added to it as every stream passes. It starts at 6 items, 3 trading cards and 3 toys, and another item is added with every passing stream. So that is currently at 11 items from my personal collection. Toys, trading cards, all kinds of cool stuff, like retro stuff from my collection. So it's an expensive alert. I make those alerts expensive on purpose because I can't be doing them all the time. 3,000 bits gets you a mystery box. 1,000 bits gets you the brand new alert that's not even listed. 2,500 will get a karaoke, and 2,000, my friends, 2,000s will rattle the bog. I would say Instagram, Reed Cooper, probably best bet. Hit me up. Honestly, like hit me on any one of them. I'm certain I'll see it. And if I don't respond and seem like I don't see it, hop back in the chat and tell me. But I will be on the lookout for it. All right, we gotta keep moving here. So I'm gonna continue to add our layers. I like that these shorts are a little bit shorter than traditional board shorts because that's kind of Like I have board shorts that I wear when I go to the beach, but because I'm 6'3", they're not really as long on me as you typically think of for board shorts. All right, that's looking pretty good. And I know we gotta beef up the upper half here. So I'm gonna come in like so. All people have problems? Well, I mean, yes. You know when you're on an airplane and it's real comfortable and you can curl up in your seat? I can't do that. So like that is an issue, especially since I travel a great deal for wrestling. That being said, you know, no matter what size a human is, there's always going to be some issues that arise. That's just life. Life's hard. Life is hard. Yeah, bits are the one thing I never do because Twitch stole from me too much. Oh, good. No. Even though they're owned by Amazon and connected, their finance section is a different pipeline. Ah, well, that is outrageous, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Forgive the pun. But Bloopy, I'm glad you had a good trip. It was sold to us. It was described to us when you weren't here that you were on a surfing trip. Was there actual surfing that occurred, or is that misnomer? Is that an inaccuracy? I'm very pleased with how well these tools are working. Travis Huckabee, welcome in. I'm a monster! Rock.
Welcome, my friends.
There are peg holes on the bottom for a stand. Yes, there are. They are the standard size peg holes from back in the day. And I have found that my figure will in fact stand on my old Ninja Turtle vehicles. Yeah, Travis stops in from time to time. He's you know, we're on a lot of shows together. We've done a lot of traveling together. All right. Trying to keep that edge there nice and crisp. I'm a monster. All right, this is coming along pretty good. And some of the irregularities there are actually kind of nice because that makes it look a little bit more like shorts. You don't want it to be too smooth. The lumpiness is like, that's how shorts hang, you know? Like some of it, like that one, I can do without. This one, I can do without. Yeah. That's actually, that side came along pretty good. Okay, there's a big like lumpy section here. I don't want that. It's your birthday today. Your birthday today. My goodness. Well, happy birthday. Let's see. Do I have a funny sound effect for that? I think I do.
It's fine. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired. And I work with fucking children.
Here you go. Hurt, I'm old, I'm tired. Work with fucking children. Stick to this. No. Just a little part. Yeah, I like that. Boom, 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 boom. Right, That's coming along. All right. I feel good about that. All right, let's always got to move it around and look for like, okay, I can sort of see some of the lumpiness there. So I'm going to switch back to our smooth tool. Try to make that look a little less noticeable there. I know that sound effect and I can't place it. Sounds like Tony. Yeah, it's Punk. It's Punk at the the post show that got him fired. You know, art is hard.
I can't draw a straight line. I don't have the talent.
But we're making it through here. Come in and just smooth that a little. How do we like that? It's looking like shorts to me. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I do want to give like a waistband though. I think that's gonna be key. Boom, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom, boom. Yeah, exactly, Adam. You remember. We all remember. This feels very UHF with that soundboard. Let me see. Do I have any UHF on the soundboard? I don't think I do. I don't. I do have a bunch of UHF bit alerts though. Let's see. I think they're mostly at level 1 of my bit alerts. So if you have spare bits and you want to trigger some UHF, let's see. There's one at 100 bits does a UHF. And then I think maybe pretty sure there's one. Tobias. Oh yeah, the 325 is Spatula City. That's an important one. Only have 15 left. I believe that'll just get you Travis. That'll just get, sorry, not Travis. That'll just get you Tobias again. You gotta Tobias some more bits. I need a laugh track on here. That's the best I've got. I will say for the very expensive price, there is a bit alert that is set at 1,000 now. That's not even listed here. That one is a brand new one meant to torment me going into Saturday's all-day stream. Looking forward to that. Day Without Darkness, welcome in.
Welcome, my friends.
I'm out here shilling, looking for bits.
Money, please.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Woohoo!
I agree. Someone should fire off a UHF bit alert for your birthday. If anyone wants to set off a bit alert for Travis's birthday, any of the UHFs would be welcome. And I won't give anything away, but that 1,000 bit alert may or may not be from UHF. Shh. It's a surprise. All right. So we need to get the details on these board shorts. And I think for that, I need to, I want sort of like an elastic here. Just got to figure out which, how exactly. I think I'm going to use the blob tool. 1,000 bits is the entire movie. Hey, I've got some expensive bit alerts that have been fired off a lot. At 2,000, it plays Ratlin Bog. 2,500, I stop the whole stream and I do karaoke. That's the karaoke. And for 3,000, I've got the mystery box hanging back there. And every month that starts with 3 toys from my collection and 3 trading cards from my collection, my extensive toy and trading card collection. And with every stream that passes and no one buys it, I add one more item. So it's a lot of fun. Like you can wait and wait and wait and let there be more and more in there so that you get more for the money. If you wait too long, someone takes it before you can. See? Very exciting. Kind of excited for my decals. Oh yeah, I was watching what you're working on your toy creation there, Adam, has been really exciting. Like I'm excited to see what the final product ends up looking like. I was going to buy the 35th anniversary of UHF, but sadly all they did was do a rescan, which is also available on streaming. Yes, but the extras are supposed to be pretty fantastic. I know the commentary with that Weird Al does, because I've seen it, is extensive and really cool. Like he is, he has an incredible memory. It's something that like people who are close to him kind of know about him. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, there's no new extras. Okay, so you have the DVD already. Gotcha. All right, that's different then. Radius down. Definitely need more strength in there. Let's try about there. How's that? Still not enough. Crank it up a little more. Getting closer. Let's try like a 1.5. Yeah, that's going to be kind of what we're after. I think I want to go about something like that. You know how the waistband on shorts is just like that elastic look? Try to go all the way around like this. And then I'm going to come back and smooth it down a bit. You too, Travis. Happy birthday, my friend. The deep dive, new documentaries. Hey, I'm all about that. Do 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 do. Yeah, so I think the move here is going to be, we're going to give this all the way around, which is a lot of work for something no one's going to notice. But that's what I do on these toys. We've talked about it. I might be the only one who cares about the level of detail that goes into these toys. I'm okay with that. Tell you what, I think our next bit goal after we upgrade the webcam, I think the next bit goal is going to be that I'm going to get an actual like drawing tablet to do this work. Because doing this I'm literally doing this with a mouse. Which I know ergonomically is not good for me. I don't know how great it is for me mentally either. Also need some new Weird Al. The movie is already 4 years old now. Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw the announcement I believe it was yesterday. It was announced that Weird Al is working on his jukebox musical coming to Broadway. Tentatively titled Dare to Be Stupid. That's right, Al Yankovic blew his brains out in the late 80s after people stopped buying his records. I was singing a parody song like Weird Al Yankovic. Al Yankovic blew his brains out. All right, so right now that looks a little extreme, and that's okay because now we're gonna take the smooth, get it so it's about that. Now that's too extreme. That's way too extreme. We got to bump that strength way down. Maybe even less than that. Oh my goodness. All right, we need to bring the radius up though, for sure. Okay. Yeah, we just want this to be faint like the elastic would be. You know, just the indication of where this elastic is. Don't want this to be like harsh. Of course, bearing in mind that when it prints, it's a small item. So a lot of that detail ends up smaller anyway, but I don't want to overdo the sort of dulling of the detail. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good for board shorts. Wish it was new songs. Yeah, you know, but I mean, he did how many studio albums? Like, I think by the end of his, 40-year record contract, he did something like 18 albums, 16 albums, something like that. Like he's earned a decade of not doing a whole lot in terms of releasing songs. But even in that time, like he's done a lot of like collaborations with people. He's had new polka medleys, like multiple new polka medleys. He had new songs that were out for the movie 4 years ago with Daniel Radcliffe. Like he's had some new stuff. I mean, even prior to that, when he was still under his record deal, I mean, he'd only put out an album every 3 to 4 years. So, there were long breaks between everything anyhow. Also, guy's in his mid 60s, he's tired, I bet. I feel tired for him. But hey, you don't have to tell me about wanting more Weird Al. Let's see. Do I have any Weird Al sounds on my thing? Possible that I don't have a single one that is Weird Al on there, but I do have Weird Al alerts. Hang on. Please hold. Because I don't mind setting the occasional alert off on my own. Doesn't really bother me. Let's see. Good one down here. Where is it? His alerts are in love with Eddie Vedder. Head over heels about that Eddie Vedder. Once she was mine, but now I forget her. Here. I'm pulling up a bit alert currently. Here we go.
Now,
oh man, I'm sorry, but your lip gloss is blinding me. Can you tone it down or something?
nope.
Anyway, let's change the subject. I hear you just got the cutest, sweetest, brand new little puppy dog. How's that working out for you?
I am shooting it in April.
Oh,
Oh. All right. I'm feeling good about these shorts. I think this is a pretty good little resculpt. And I don't think it needs to change a whole lot because the patterns, whatever pattern we're going to do is something I'm going to do. Well, now she's got an unrequited adoration. With her grounds trained, agitated, designated, alienated, spoken for the disinfected grounds generation. Well, I don't wear Doc Martens and I don't wear flannel. And I don't boycott the music video channel. Who else has the same birthday? That's yeah, I'm interested to hear Reed Cooper.
well, I'm drawing a blank. What else would you like me to ask you?
Some stupid question about my butt crack.
Okay. Is it a big butt crack or a small butt crack?
Like, it's average.
Have you given your butt crack a name, like Bob?
What?
Yeah! Yeah! That was like
Thank you for understanding me.
And thank you for being on Al TV. I'm sure our viewers had a good time, and I hope you did too.
Corey Haim is a weird pull. Gary J, huh? Gary J is a good dude. Always happy when he comes around. He's a good guy to hang with. All right, I'm feeling good about these board shorts. So we're going to call that good. That has been saved. All right, give me 1 sec here. Please stand by while I go ahead and I'm going to pull up another one here. Need this one, and then I need to change what I save it as. Right. All right. All right, and I can bring you all back in now. All right, and now I have my my head and chest area. Mary Jane and I bonded over mutual appreciation of the adventures of Pete and Pete, while I once rode with Ripper to bring him to the airport. Yo, Adventures of Pete and Pete. I mean, I don't have to say it on this stream. I think most of us know. But you know, friend of the family, little Pete, going up randomly at Christmas or Thanksgiving one year. Super weird. Really cool. Super weird that happened. All right, now that we're in here, what I want to do, so I'm going to put sunglasses on the head sculpt. Oh, Pete and Pete bit alerts. Yes, we need some bit alerts of Artie, the strongest man in the world. It's really good. For the super small circle, I auditioned for Pete and Pete. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, I've told the story on here before. Danny Tamborelli was just at my family Thanksgiving one year. Like, I have some showbiz folk in my family, and they were just like, yeah, we have a friend who's going to come, and it was Danny Tamborelli. Super weird. Like, just really strange. So it could have been Reed, the strongest man in the world. Speaking of small worlds, we were just talking about the Weird Al movie. In Weird, the Al Yankovic story, the role of Weird Al's father is played by the same actor who played Artie, the strongest man in the world. How about that? Yeah, think about that. All right. This is about to get really hairy because we need to build up here like a lot. Gotta fill all this in. How old do you think I am, Johnny Torres? Hey, look, Reed, we don't judge. You could be wicked old. That's your prerogative. Bobby Brown style. Look at how this is filling in. Okay, it's not bad. Definitely make it bigger. Good so far. Something about like that. just. We're gonna come in and flatten and smooth that. All right, hang on. Let me catch up on the chat here. A couple months younger than the older Pete. Oh, okay. May have actually filmed an episode of Pete and Pete. Childhood acting days are a blur. That's crazy. You got to find out. It's gonna turn out you were the one in the Mr. Softy costume. Instant legend in the chat. Suddenly no one's interested in what I've done in wrestling anymore. It'll all just, this will be a Reed Cooper chat. And well deserved at that. Here. Let's go with the flatten tool. Make our radius a bit bigger. Strength's gonna have to come way up. Let's see. Am I liking the flatten? Nah. That ain't for me. I think the smooth tool is gonna be where it's at. I'll stop. If I wanted that, I'd stream and deal with the trolls. I mean, I don't really get trolls, you know. We keep a pretty clean ship here for a channel where I don't bother having anyone mod. You know, yeah, instant legend. Just add water. Okay, the sunglasses shape is coming along pretty good. All right, get that smooth tool, bring the radius way down. And let's start just relaxing what we've done here. Whoa, okay, something funky going on with that piece. Yeah, I don't like how that worked out. Whoa. Okay, that's better. That kind of fixed it. Look at that. Yeah, sometimes you just got to stick with it. Keep messing with it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. What's that crease tool? There we go. Yeah. All right. Pretty promising. Know that darkness now. I wonder if you ever cross paths with our aunt. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Showbiz is, as anyone involved in it will tell you happily, even though they're all liars, I think. They'll all tell you it's a small world. Again, they're liars though, so hard to say. Try the flatten tool through here, see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love that. Go back to the smooth tool. Yeah, that's better. Don't need all that smooth. And I like it looking a little chunky. Gotta get in here and kind of, yeah, just sort of solidify that edge there. Liking that. That's the effect I wanted. There we go. Seeing. Now the nice part about taking your time with this and really kind of looking around at all different angles is I can start to pick off like this needs to chill. There we go. That's much better. Come to the top. I can hit right here a little. That should give us, you know what? I'm going to go into that crease tool. Give a little crease on the edge. I can come back with the smooth from way back and just kiss it a little. Just make it a little bit lighter. Guys, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Art is hard.
I can't draw a straight line. I don't have the talent.
Tell him, Bob. Bob knows. Made a whole career out of this stuff. I mean, not this stuff. He was doing paintings, but still. I like that. Just chill in the edge here a little bit. Making it look a little more sculpty and a little bit less pixely. You know? Like, yes, it is all in fact made of pixels, but if we could make it look like it was something that was sculpted instead, that would be great. That would be great. Like all of this can just be a little smoother. Now I could go back in and subdivide a bunch of that, but this is going to be really small on the final product, so really not necessary to do all that. All right, let's look here. I think I want to kind of pop that back in just like that. Yeah. Let's see. I think we might need to make, yeah, we're going to need to make this a little thicker, probably on both sides. I want these sunglasses to be really apparent when you're looking at the toy from a few feet away. You know, I want people to know like, oh yeah, it's got sunglasses on. That's closer. Let's go in here a bit. Let's do another pass all the way to the front. Okay. I just want to give it the same thing right here. Yeah, that's nice. That didn't really mess up the design at all either. I can come back in with that smooth tool and just do a real light pass. Yeah, something about like that. That's looking pretty good. Okay, feel good about that. Yeah. Oh. In fact, I'm going to do the opposite of that. I'm going to push that up. Maybe I need to do the grab tool and just kind of make my way across. Just kind of lifting the back end here to make that crease a little more apparent. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Now I'm sort of getting into a little bit of the nitty gritty here and just kind of like really moving some bits around. I probably need to just chill and not overdo it. You know, there comes a point in anything you're working on like this where you have to be able to sort of step back and go like, it's done, stop messing with it. So let's pan back out. How do we feel about the sunglasses on Perry here? I think it's looking pretty good. That's going to be real nice and easy to paint, I think. That big deal. Boy, painting certain parts of these figures has proven to be a nightmare. Now I'm tempted to sort of indent a little bit so that you can see the frames a little bit more and it's not just one solid piece. But I don't know. I don't know if I go to that extreme or not. Maybe I can use the crease tool and just sort of draw what the lens looks like. It doesn't hurt to try, right? I'll make that radius smaller. They're maybe a little thick, but I assume they were thinner. They'd not print well. Exactly. That's exactly right. When the thing prints, it's going to be about that big. So I need them to be like very noticeable on the design. Otherwise, it'll just look like I painted them on rather than them being like part of it. And the way that they're thick and they go back and connect, that's also for the printing process as well. Just for the heck of it, let's see what happens if okay, it's not going to do it. We discovered we need this to be like a 2. We need this to be like real strong. Yeah, I think it's not subdivided enough to do that. So we just for the heck of it, we're going to subdivide. I hate doing it on stream because it can be a real nightmare. But we're going to do it. We're going to take this whole section here. Sure it's selected everything I need. Yeah, it's everything I need. We're going to subdivide the crap out of it. That way, everything moves smoothly. Then I'm going to do the same thing to this other side here. This can be a chunky process. Like this beats up the computer a fair bit. But especially if I'm streaming at the same time, I don't want the feed to go down. But it's so worth it in the way that everything behaves afterwards. No, I don't want vertex mode. I want sculpt mode. There we go. Will Ferrell, Harry Carey voice. Do you listen to Russian subdivisions while you subdivide? I know I do. Hey Norm, you are a hot dog. Would you eat yourself? I know I would. Oh, look at how smooth, buttery smooth. The luxury. The Rick luxury. I know that popped Johnny Torres just now. Right. Let's just try doing something about like that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'll do one more pass just to make it a little bit deeper. Because I can always undo this if I decide like it looks terrible, which maybe it will. Only one way to find out. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You can see right where the subdivision ends. Funny. Yeah, I don't know. Those are looking a little bit wonky. Maybe it's okay. Maybe that's all right. Maybe wonky is okay, because by the time it's down to size like that, Once it's been painted on, the paint's going to fill a lot of that crevice no matter how thin I put the paint on. It might look okay. That might be pretty okay. Boy, when you subdivide like crazy like that, it is a luxury. My goodness. Boy, I made all the progress on this a lot faster than I'd thought I would. And now I'm worried. I'm worried the stream may end early. I don't love that, but I do like the idea that it would give me some extra time to work on stuff for the all-day stream Saturday. Trade-off. All right. Just want to see if I go back to the blob, make the radius a little. Whoa, that's a bit. Did I just increase the edge here? Maybe that might be kind of nice. Just increase the outer edge around the lens. Okay, now we got something goofy happening. Now they're like swim goggles, which I don't mind. They're definitely uneven from the front, so I'm going to pull this side out a bit with the grab tool. That radius up a little. Forward. I'm going to go like that. Okay, all right. Hey, now I kind of want to lift that up to make them even. Let's see, how do they look from the front? Yeah, this whole thing's got to come out a bit. So let's just pull the whole thing out like that. Definitely want to pull that out to the side a little. Yeah, okay, all right. We're getting somewhere now. Yeah, that's feeling a bit better. Turns out that grab tool was really working. I think I kind of want to push this whole part back in just a hair compared to the other side. Yeah, that's looking a lot more even too. Let's see. About like that. Yeah, I think that's a big improvement. Got to do a lot of moving it around to kind of get the idea. I think I need to bring this outside edge down a little to match the other side. Yeah. Wow, that came out pretty all right. Yeah, I think that's looking, yeah, right, Reed? I think that's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good.
He's jealous of that.
I got these 6 sunglasses.
He's jealous of that.
Yeah. And the good news is, because I knew this project was coming, I ordered some flesh-colored resin, so I don't have to paint the skin color on the guy. I got some beige resin that's more or less somewhere between my winter pale and my summer slightly more tan look. Yeah, that's looking pretty all right. Should I do some other improvements while I'm here? Should I try to fill out the hair a little bit more than it was before? There's always been this sort of dip here that looked a little unnatural, and I feel like I can kind of make some small adjustments on the head to kind of fix stuff I didn't get the last time I was working on the figure. Right? That's a little bit better. That looks a little more natural. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty even now. Yeah. My nose is definitely a bit uneven. That can be fixed. I have no idea why it's like that. How's that? Pretty good. Accentuate the nostrils a little, make it look like an actual nose. Now I'm getting into all the nitty gritty, like all the stuff that I probably could have done before, but didn't because I didn't know how or didn't have the time. Yeah, so slightly improved head sculpt with a better nose. Feel good about that.
He's jealous of that.
I can't wait. I can't wait to have these on the merch table. These things are going to fly.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Woohoo!
What do you guys think? How's this looking? We feeling good about these sunglasses? I'm feeling pretty good about these sunglasses. I really can't believe they kind of turned out the way they did. Like, they look pretty great. This is going to bug me. I'm going to go subdivide this and then smooth it because it's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me, and I've got the time. This is what I planned to do here today, is to work on this stuff. So might as well, right? That section was killing me. This I could probably do too, but I don't think it's as important, especially with how small it's going to be. Maybe a nice sun hat accessory. I'd considered sculpting a lei onto the character. I think it's probably better done as a separate piece. Or possibly just skipped and done as like a soft goods piece. I don't know. If Nickabeans is still in the chat, and I know you are. I know you are. What do you think? Is making a little lei for him like doable? Is that something you should do, I should do? Or should I sculpt it on? What do we think? What do you think? This is a collab, so subdivide. I want Figure Perry to get burned in the hot Mexican sun, trying to find a place to live. I yam. You yam in the chat. You is. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that liquid smooth texture from all that subdividing. So fancy. All right, I think we've kind of pushed the mucking around with that to its limits. Let's on this a bit smaller, and there we go. I think that's a bit better. I can. I mean, I just want to know the opinion. Like, to me, like, I have a prop for this. So fans have given me a bunch of like friendship bracelets, and they already kind of read like a lei on the character, you know? Like, if that was a bit smaller and it was those beads that are like the little flower beads, like on an elastic, like that would kind of do the trick, right? Like, I don't know, do they have the little flower beads at like the dollar store or something? Because that might be the solution that I'm looking for. Because if that's the case, I could do that. I mean, I can buy a little bit of elastic and string a whole bunch of little flower beads together. I think that would be pretty neat. Boy, I'm surprised Joey Nails didn't roll in. I know he wanted to see his little figure. I don't know. What do you think? Did you all see it before he does? Hero Botic, welcome in. Getting a look at the The Luau specific Perry Von Vicious. We've just sculpted some sunglasses onto the character. And that was a fair bit of work. And of course, I'm sitting here, you know, second guessing most of it and kind of thinking like, oh, maybe I could. There's probably parts of this I could make better. Things I should change, could change. And I'm just going to keep mucking with it. And just before that, I think it's closed out now. Let me check. And just before that, we resculpted the leg sculpt so that he's wearing board shorts. And Nickabeans is sewing us some little mini Hawaiian shirts that are going to go on these Perrys. They're going to be very limited run, very exclusive.
He's jealous of that.
But they're going to rake in the money.
Money, please.
Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty good with how this turned out. Yeah. Yeah, he's jealous of that. Yeah, and Nickabeans and I were just brainstorming on getting a little lei made of like the little flower beads and some elastics, sort of like what you're seeing here with this friendship bracelet on here. Yeah, Jenny Slate is a national treasure. You could have it all. Your empire of dirt. I gotta update this sculpt and get rid of all these muscles and just make him chubby. Okay, for now, I think he's looking pretty good. Hit the old save button before I forget. Me. Mrs. Me, we're watching Widow's Bay, which is the best show. Oh, I'll have to look into it. Yeah, don't forget to tune in on Saturday, everybody. Saturday is the day. We'll be live from 9 a.m. with our secret kickoff. Shh, don't tell anyone. All the way through to 11 at night. It's going to be great. This is the new horror comedy on Apple. Well, we do not have Apple TV. We don't have almost any streaming services at this point. I got rid of all my streaming services.
He's jealous of that.
Because the prices were going higher.
Not higher, eye level.
Reed Cooper, I will check. Thank you. I will keep an eye out for it. Sail the Seven Seas, sir. Ah, that's some fine advice. Hang on, let me see. Do I have a sound for that? No, I do not have a sound for that. Yeah, even the VPN, like VPNs are expensive. Back in my day, we didn't bother with a VPN. We were just out there raw dogging the internet. Bunch of heathens. Yeah, I feel pretty good with these sunglasses. They are big and chunky, but like, you know, you gotta be able to see them on such a small sculpt. Back in your day, they had all the pay-per-view black box of legend. Well, that's true. All right. Who feels like popping a show a toy? Does anyone want to see? Because I got a few things to show before we call it a stream here. I got gifts that Dizzy Hellfire sent me.
He's jealous of that.
I got the new Joey Nails toy that if we see it now, he won't see it. We'll just see it.
He's jealous of that.
Adam NX67. All right, I'm going to show the Joey Nails minifig here because we designed it together on stream, so we got to see what the final product looked like. And the color on this is spectacular. The green is really, really nice. Really nice. And all the details, of course, are not going to show up. That's why we have that bits goal, so we can get a better webcam. But he's got his little mustache. He's got his little hat.
He's jealous of that.
He is 5'2" and better than you, and fits in the palm of your hand. And even on the back where we wrote nails on his back is visible in the light. I'm very pleased with this little toy. And because he's just a little guy, he does in fact fit wonderfully inside of the little bubbles. And I am printing his run now. So he'll have these soon at shows on his merch table, and I will also have just a very limited few in the vending machine. Robotics says, I pay $50 a year for my VPN. Totally worth it. I mean, it definitely sounds worth it. Yeah. At this point, like, I think the next subscription thing I'll end up paying for is probably the Streamlabs Nitro, so that I can multi-stream in like really good quality in a way that I like. Yeah. All right, so we got that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just hit save again. I know I've been mucking with it and I don't want to lose any work. And then it's a torso and head from the luau, and then we had the legs from the luau where he's now wearing shorts. Look at that. I forgot how slick that looked. I'm glad I flashed back to it. Looks really nice. Gosh, only an hour and a half. Feels like a short stream. Feels like a really short stream. I feel bad if we end it here. I feel like we should do something else first. Tiny flower beads will arrive by Tuesday. Oh, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Play more Psychonauts 2 or Silks. How could I have ever guessed that that would have been something you might have suggested, Johnny Torres? We definitely do have a little bit of time left, so I think we're gonna do something like that. Let me put you guys on please stand by for just a second. Close out a Blender because we got the work done. We did it. Yeah, we are. We're gonna fire up a game before we're done here. Because why not? Why not? This is the week of the all-day stream on Saturday. The rules are out the window. Okay? The rules are out the window. We can do any danged thing we want. And I think, let's see. What would I fire up in Pinch? I'm tempted to fire up the... Well, I think that was just the preview. I think I probably can't play it anymore. I had the preview of the PBA bowling game. I gotta actually buy the real thing. Still bummed you haven't played Psychonauts 1. You're going to love the Milkman Conspiracy and Lungfishopolis. Boy, that was really hard to read on a first try. That was really hard. Can't believe you just made me do that. Made me sit here and read that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I could do just 30 minutes of Silk Song or Psychonauts 2. I think that would be... That's a little too little for that amount of time. Let's see. I'm gonna part of me wants to poll you guys, but I mean I kind of know how everyone would vote. I'm proud of you. Your reading skills will reach 5th grade level soon. Hey, watch it, pal. Watch it, Herobotic. Just stream later. I have to get to sleep, and I also have to do a bunch of things to prep for the Saturday stream. Let's see. I think if I'm just killing another 30 minutes and hanging out and chatting with the chat, I think the move is some Monster Jam Showdown, and I'm going to grind some accomplishments while we chat. Yeah, I still have a lot of prep work to do for this Saturday stream because I decided to get all ambitious and do a whole bunch of things that require me to do a bunch of pre-work. Don't be beholden to these sycophants. Do whatever you want. Aim higher.
Not higher. Eye level. Eye level.
Here we go. Here we go. It's firing up now. There we go. That's what we needed. Yeah, we're gonna grind some accomplishments here while we got some 30 minutes left. My first inclination was to end the stream early, but I like hanging out.
Monster Jam Showdown.
Boy, that game a lot louder than I remember. I'm gonna turn it down just a bit here. There we go. All right, Showdown Tour. And let's go ahead and I'm going to have to ask you to not scream in my ear. That's me at a monster truck show. I'm going to need you to please just relax, please. Please, sir. Sir. All right, I got to check the challenges. See what needs to be completed. Oh, there's a different way to do it. All right. Yeah. I need the individual truck challenges. I have no idea how I'm supposed to check that. Okay. In here? No. BT dropping the technical knowledge. Oh. Have a category switching command set up for your all-day stream. I do not. I'm going to probably stream that day just under the special events banner. I have considered setting up the switch because I know I can do it through Nightbot. So I may look into that if we think that that's something that would be beneficial. I don't know. Is that going to be important as I go, or will it not really matter? Is special events just good enough? Because it is a special event. I consider it to be special. How do I look at the challenge? Right. Here, is this it? I want the truck challenge. There we go. The challenges. Here we go. Okay, Bakugan Dragonoid is one that we can work on. We can get up to gold with that. Okay, let's bail. That way you have it. Special events. Yeah, I know that that's what it's generally for. But everyone I know who does like giant streamathons, they often stream under special events. So I don't know. I'd just kind of lean toward that being what I was going to do. But who knows? Maybe I'll actually set up my stuff correctly, like a grown-up. Putting all this other work into it, I might as well, right? I'm setting up special commands.
He's jealous of that.
Making Nightbot do my bidding.
He's jealous of that.
There's Bakugan Dragonoid. And let's go ahead and change the livery. What is that version? It's weird looking. I think I'm just going to go with the OG, the red. Okay. Now let's hop to a freestyle. We just got to get a ton of points with this truck, so let's hope it's a good Nightbot loves it. Nightbot, I'm making Nightbot do all my work for me.
He's jealous of that.
And I'm not even paying him, no matter what he says.
Money, please.
Fire your engines. It's time for it.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Instantly paused. All right, hang on. I want to turn all of the volume of this game way the heck down because it is obnoxious. Good, good, good. Here we go, and we're off. Don't worry, Dragonoid's got me.
Makes a perfect donut. Wheelie.
I've not fired this game up in a while now because we've had our normal run of what we play. I'm so glad that that sculpt came together so quickly.
Here we go.
You know, doing a lot of toy making on stream, the big advantage there, not just I actually get it done because I need something to stream every Wednesday, but to me the bigger thing is like I'm getting much better at the sculpting process. And it's just because of reps, you know? Bring it around. There you go. Ah, I lost all the points because I crashed into the thing. Which is exactly what's been going on in monster trucks lately. They fired a big-time driver because he crashed out into the tunnel that leaves the arena. There's a driver from this weekend who rolled his tires up into the crowd section in Worcester. If you guys didn't see that clip, it's crazy. He's nowhere near people. Everyone's fine. But boy. Like lamb and tuna fish. Hey, I don't know if lamb and tuna go together. Maybe they do. You know, have yourself a delicious lamb curry, but then also have like a fine tuna steak or like some sushi. Might be nice. What do I know? I don't need any of those things, at least not often enough. I would love those foods. I did make some delicious vegetarian chili for dinner. Yep, Perry cooking stream coming one day. We're gonna set a big like sub goal for the Perry cooking stream. It's gonna happen. I was just thinking earlier today, like what kind of stuff I could do. Like what kind of stuff I could do for like big goals. Like what could, you know, rather than just saying like, hey, if we hit this goal, I'll get a nicer webcam. Like, yeah, I'll have something like that, like a thing that we're sort of collectively saving for, if that makes sense. But I think also having like, hey, if I beat when I said, hey, if we beat the big goal, I'll eat the Twinkie Wiener sandwich on the stream. Stuff like that. And like some challenge stuff. So I just got to figure out what that might be. I know everyone's wanted the cooking stream for a while, so that's one I think we could make happen. Teach everyone my pizza recipe. Yeah, the basement studio is going to be something, man. You know, I'm taking it one step at a time. That improved webcam is step number one, because if I'm putting all that work into having a good basement studio, I need a crisp camera to film with.
You wouldn't want to get in the way of that truck.
Then after that, I got to look into putting up a couple of walls. I need lighting down there. I need the electricity fixed in the basement. insulation so I'm not freezing and or boiling depending on the time of year. And then of course there's the mouse situation to be addressed because I live in the middle of the woods and nothing I do will keep the mice out entirely.
Execution of a sky wheelie. 10 seconds for one last maneuver. Only 10 seconds left.
Yeah, they say that, but I get to go into overtime so long as I keep the combo moving.
Ooh, good truck awareness.
I don't think I've got enough points yet. We got to try to keep this moving. Hey, not bad. Almost a 500,000. I'll take it. All right, hang on. Let's see. Getting caught up on the chat. What is it? Hang on. See. First light should be pretty solid. Okay. Played a bit of Hitman, yeah. Yeah, talking. Cotton balls and pure peppermint oil. Oh, that's pretty good. I have the I call them the ultra humane traps. It's a green plastic see-through box about the size of like one of my shoes. It's like big, right? And when they walk in and they get to the side where the food is, the little door behind it just goes plunk and shuts, and then they're stuck in there with some delicious food, and there's air holes. And because it's see-through and I can see it, I go down there and I have 4 of them. I load all 4 because usually all 4 have a mouse in them. I take them in the truck. I drive them about 5 miles away and I release them into a field at a farm where they can go do whatever they want with their lives far enough away from the house that they don't come back in. Because I don't have the heart to have the snap traps, even though I know everyone says it's the only thing that really, really works. But, you know, what can I say? Hey, we're halfway. We're almost halfway to the points we need with this truck. I liked that course, but let's find a different version of it. There we go. Slightly different version. They move some of the stuff around. You know, it's basically the same track, but they sort of rearrange where things are. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's a lot worse. All right, here we go. This really is a cool truck. It's a shame they lost the sponsorship.
The time has come for Bakugan Dragonoid! Ho ho ho! You wouldn't want to get in the way of that truck!
Oh, nuts. All right, we're restarting that. Once that happens, no sense continuing. Got to just restart it. Blast of the coffee.
The time has come for Bakugan Dragonoid! Ho, ho, ho! You wouldn't want to get in the way of that truck!
I am still very much considering the Boston Gillette Stadium Monster Jam. That's still very much on my mind. We may do a like a bits goal or a sub goal for that, and we can get as many of us together for that as we can. I know Joey Nails wants to go. It's on a Thursday, which is both easier and more difficult for folks. Like, it means we're not all going to be booked to wrestle somewhere, but it does also mean that like those with day jobs will struggle to make the day.
Good truck awareness.
So, you know, some give and take with that scheduling.
Here we go.
Well, yeah, nigh impossible is fair enough. Yeah, it is a big show, and you can tell it's a big show because they don't do like 4 there for the weekend. They do 1. They bring the trucks in and they have 1 show, because after that show, those trucks are not worth a whole lot. I went 1 time before, and Rip and I counted 8 rollovers. At one point, Gravedigger's transmission blew out, and they brought him into the pits and replaced the transmission in about 10 minutes. It was incredible. They had a live camera follow to watch. Yeah, just wild what they, you know, with virtually unlimited funds, it's crazy what you can do. Yeah, that's a terrible run. This whole run was just terrible.
Awesome pogo. What a spectacular big air!
There we go. Little nose walk. Come on.
Great nose wheelie! Here's a wheelie!
I just got to keep this combo going because I'm already out of time. Oh, there it is. Time's up. Did my best. Did my best. Now I want to play a completely legit copy of Luigi's Mansion on what's obviously a GameCube and not a laptop emulation station. Well, I did exactly the same thing. I played a very legitimate copy of Luigi's Mansion back around Halloween on here. It's a fun game. I had no idea what I was even in for. The only thing I knew about Luigi's Mansion, and Herobotic will know what I'm talking about here, is the sketch that Mega 64 did where they got kicked out of Old Town in San Diego. We're trying to vacuum up the ghosts from the haunted gosh, which house is it that's there? Yeah, some very famous house that's like allegedly haunted. All right, different config on the track. I think this is the one where I get a lot of points usually. I think this is a good one. Yeah, I see a backflip ramp on the far end. That's pretty promising. I think maybe both ends. Oh no, there's one side that gives me like a long line to do a bicycle here. This is the one that's really good. I think I'm gonna try to take off right into a nose wheelie.
The time has come for
Yeah, come on.
Dragonoid! Great nose wheelie!
Then right into the bicycle. Come on. Yeah, this track is a good version of this track. Yep, yep.
A perfect big air.
Yep, bicycle all the way into the air. Come on. Come on. Cool. Sidewall save.
Points in the bag.
Oh no, oh no. I blew it. I blew it. All right, we're restarting that, which is a real shame because that was a good run. That was a good run. I was on one there. Come on. Come on. Blew it after I had all those points. Bush League. Amateur hour. Come on. I'm supposed to be... Look, I have a reputation to maintain around here because I am pro gamer.
The time has come for Bakugan Dragonoid! Great big air!
Hey, Robotic, have you been on here since I mentioned that Johnny Torres has gifted me a copy of Final Fantasy X? And that eventually that will be something I play on stream? Because I'm sure to you that just sounds like craziness, since you can recall the days when I sat around watching you and our old college roommate playing those games, and I just had no interest in them.
Here we go.
Like, I was always like happy to watch you guys play, you know. I liked hanging out, but
Here's a wheelie.
Blitzball sounds like an injury you get if you get too many low blows suffered during Blitzkrieg Pro shows. I'll tell you who hates when that happens. Johnny Torres. Come on, forward flip. Yeah, baby.
Manages to hold it. Ho, ho, ho! You wouldn't want to get in the way of that truck. Only 10 seconds left.
See that save? Come on.
This driver's going bananas today.
So I'm assuming Blitzball is like a mini game, like some kind of sport or something. 'Cause that's what it sounds like to me. All right, how'd we do? How'd we do? Okay, yeah, almost 1,000,000 points on that run. That's gonna put us pretty close. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna get this medal before. It's the greatest sport in the fictional world. I'm sorry. Are you claiming it's better than Calvin Ball? I don't know. I don't know. Bold claim. Ooh, I did get the silver. Okay, all right. We've managed the silver. We'll crack on a few more points and hope that it puts us somewhere near the gold. Thank you. I see, right? Nice. We call that solid parenting. Fun story for those who don't know Rip Bison's real name. He is named after the titular human character from Calvin and Hobbes.
Bakugan Dragonoid rolls onto the track. Nose wheelie. sidewalls there.
I think that's a great idea.
Ooh, good truck awareness.
I'm picturing him hitting some big move and you go, and he calls that one the Ballroom Blitz. Or was it the Calvin Ball?
Pulls off a perfect sky wheelie. Excellent bicycle. You sure don't see stunts like these every day.
I do, every 15 minutes.
The last 10 seconds. Nope, but
I hit the barricade and lost all the points. Ah, nuts. Ah, nuts. So it was definitely recent then. Gotcha. All right, one more run and then I think we're good to call it a stream. We'll hit the 2-hour mark. I'll feel good about that.
He's jealous of that.
Guys, what a stream we've had. We talked about the upcoming all-day stream on Saturday.
He's jealous of that.
We finished resculpting the lower half of my action figure to wear board shorts.
He's jealous of that.
We gave the upper half of the figure some sunglasses.
He's jealous of that.
We got the silver emblem for Bakugan Dragonoid.
He's jealous of that.
We talked about the adventures of Pete and Pete.
He's jealous of that.
And I overused my Stream Deck until no one wanted me to ever have nice things again, even though I'm always begging for bits.
Money, please.
You know? Pretty good. Pretty good.
at Death Valley Stadium, a new freestyle challenge is about to begin. Let the Monster Jam trucks roll in.
Sound like a vlogger ending their vlog. I mean, I do have a vlog that everyone should check out. Saturday is going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. 24-hour stream. I don't know. That's right. We were talking about already the strongest man in the world. Literally what we were talking about. Toby Huss is the man. He played Weird Al's dad in Weird the Al Yankovic Story. And famously, he was the voice of Cotton Hill.
Manages to hold it.
Yeah, we love Toby Huss in this house. This is a pro Toby Huss stream.
Ooh, good truck awareness. Big air. A perfect maneuver.
Oh, come on. It broke the combo before that? That's nonsense. Got screwed.
Ha! A perfect big air. Perfect sidewalls means points in the bag. Manages to hold it.
There we go. I wasn't sure I'd get up in the air in time.
Spectacular big air.
There we go. That's all right. That's good enough. So one of the real bad guys in weapons. Oh, Toby Huss is in everything. It's reading his Wikipedia, his like filmography is wild. It's totally crazy. All right, let's see. Now we got to raid somebody here on the way out the door, and I'm looking to see who's on and what they're doing. Go ahead and get our close out the stream beauty shot of the truck here. All right, let's see who's on. Let's see. I know the Mega 64 guys are doing some Resident Evil. Let's see. Got A cab includes Tony Huss. Oh no. Whoa, hey now. Hey, whoa. Look, there's only a few exceptions to the A cab rule, and I feel like Toby Huss and the Big Boss Man are the only two. Or maybe there's another one I'm not thinking of. Let's see. Johnny Torres, do you have a recommendation for someone to raid right now? Because right now I'm sort of leaning between either raiding the sumo tournament. Let's see, I got a guy on who's doing a retro TV commercial watch party. Let's see, Katie Marie is playing Directive 8020, which I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's delightful though. Maybe we'll raid Katie Marie. Why not? There we go. Yeah, we'll raid that. We'll check out some Directive 8020. Yeah. We'll raid Katie Marie and see how she's getting on with it. All right, everybody, that was a blast. We got some awesome work done on the toys. I'm psyched. I will be back tomorrow. Gosh, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. I'll be back at 7 p.m. For the early stream, doing some Stardew Valley with our old pal, Mr. Johnny Torres. It's our weekly co-stream and the last stream before the big all-day stream this weekend. Nicka Beans, thank you so much for your work on the toys. Shouts out to Robotic, Johnny Torres, Reed Cooper, Adam NX67, Day Without Darkness, all kinds of great folks in the chat today. It was a blast. Glad we got so much done on the toys. That was a huge, I was sure I would still be working on that next week. Now I got to come up with some more toy stuff to work on. Always great to have new projects. All right, we're gonna jump this raid, and I will talk to you all tomorrow night at 7, co-stream with Johnny Torres. Take it easy, everybody.